What's going down, people? How you doing? TK coming at you. Just want to hit you guys with common sense, financial literacy, and spending money on things that make money. Why? Because very few people do that. It's not a common conversation that people have, or something that most people are willing to follow. You know, certain individuals have a track record for making money get a job, meaning they don't have to work for money, they make money work for them. So why not listen to those people? You know, Warren Buffett. Now, some of these people don't have the ability or the desire to tell you the truth in terms of what can help you and what can put you further. But I've always studied entrepreneurs and investors, business owners who have what I'm trying to get. And then I try to emulate what they portray because I want the same results. I don't want a job. I want to take the money from my job and make it work for me. Get a job working harder for me than I had to work in order to get the money. So you gotta work smart, invest in things that bring money back into your house. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, rental property, storage unit, vending machines, ATM route, coin-operated laundromat. These are just some examples of things that you spend money on that actually bring money back into your house. That's the mindset that you have to have. In the 21st century, you have to make your money get a job, and then you have to position yourself so that the income you get from your money's work retires you. So now you can focus your attention on something other than 12 hours at a slave ship. So most people aren't in that mindset. I don't care who I'm talking to. If I say Bitcoin, people shut their fucking ears off. When one day, one Bitcoin will be worth $10,000. So why would you not be smart enough to buy one Bitcoin and hold on to it? And then about 2-3 years from now, when it's worth $10,000, you're like, wow, I'm glad I listened to that guy that said Bitcoin back in fucking 2017. You know, no matter what I say to people, they don't fucking listen. So guy tells me, well, you know, it's like gambling. You know, if I put money in Bitcoin, that's like going to Vegas. And I said, actually, the irony is that if you keep money in cash, you will lose. So that's a fucking guarantee. And that's a concept that the average person is not smart enough to fucking understand. You're not capable of understanding the fact that paper money is being driven to zero value because of the government, because of overprinting. You can't understand that. You don't have the cognizant ability to fathom inflation or devaluation through overprinting. That shit, I just spoke Spanish to average listener listening to this fucking video. You don't have the ability to understand that. And then you don't have the smarts to do something financially smart or do something financially protective to give you a leg up. Why invest in Bitcoin? Because paper money is devaluing and Bitcoin is appreciating. So hedge against a depreciating asset or liability with a alternative form of currency that goes up in value the longer you hold it. And over the past 7 years has outperformed any and every currency on the planet. Be smart enough to, even if you don't understand Bitcoin and don't have the cognizant ability to research and read the background, then just buy something you don't understand. Convert one Bitcoin, put it in a cold storage facility and forget that you own it. Or do like I do and save in Bitcoin every single payday. At least $500. That way your Bitcoin savings rivals your paper savings. Why would you save in something that's going down? Oh, paper's not going down. The government's been around. They're going to keep printing money. Nothing's ever going to happen to the economy. That's what the Telelive vision tells most people believes. And with insurance, it's not about, well, I don't think it's ever going to rain, so why the fuck should I go buy an umbrella? It's not about that. It's about the fact that if and when it does rain, you pull out your umbrella so that you don't get wet. So the concept of insurance is not about, I don't think it's going to happen. The concept of insurance is, in case it happens, I have some sort of fallback, some sort of plan B. So if you feel like paper money is always going to be paper money, you're never affected by inflation, you're never affected by devaluation, the purchasing power of the dollar is not decreasing 98% in the red since the inception of the Federal Reserve. If you don't believe that, you can't fucking understand that, have a plan B anyway. Have gold, have silver, have crypto, have Bitcoin, just as a plan B. Just as a just in case. Because it's an alternate form of money. You can fathom that, right? You can fucking understand that gold, silver, and Bitcoin is an alternate form of money. Every time I talk about gold, people say, it has no fucking use. What do I do with it? What do you do with paper money? Paper money technically has no fucking use. Because the word fiat means I deem it valuable by decree. It's valuable because the government says it's valuable. So the intrinsic value in gold is because people perceive it to be intrinsic, but it's also because of its scarcity and its ability to preserve itself over time. You know, gold doesn't tarnish, it doesn't fade, it doesn't chip. So because it stays relatively the same, people perceive value and add value to it in those means. So you can exchange gold for a fucking car or anything you want to buy. Same thing with silver. And that's what people can't fathom. What do you do with paper? People say all the time, what do you do with gold? What the fuck do you do with paper? It's a monetary exchange. It's a medium of exchange in any type of transaction. You use it to preserve your wealth. You use it to hedge against the loss that you can't fucking understand in paper. And it's the same concept with Bitcoin. Use fucking Bitcoin as money to preserve the loss that you don't fucking understand in paper. So I'm talking to people who, and this is why the rich or the privileged within society, there are certain people who don't play by the rules. There are certain people who set the rules for everyone else. And whether you fucking understand that or not, that's the reality of this skewed, lopsided scale that paper money puts us on. Because some people have limited or no access. Some people have all and unlimited access. So the people at the top of the fucking pyramid, the 1%ers, think about you as a fucking ignorant sheep that's not fucking capable of understanding anything important. And you fucking prove that to be true continuously with your fucking non-thinking ability and stupid reactions and ignoramus fucking decision making. And your non-ability to listen to something or read something and come to a fucking conclusion based on critical thinking. So because you can't do those things, the rich people at the top look at you as the same way you probably look at your dog. As a ignorant, dumbass sheep where they feel like they have to make decisions for you. They have to protect you, but really they protect themselves. And their interest is not in the best interest of you. And this is a proven fact. That is common knowledge for anybody with more than a first grade education. So what I'm telling you in this video is that if you don't own gold, if you don't own silver, and if you don't own Bitcoin, you're going to find yourself in a situation where the paper money that you have will not give you as much access as you want it to give you. And that's the simplest, most first grade way to put it. Now, you may not believe that to be true, but you will wake up to that reality as the economic world continues to shift and change. You're just going to find yourself in a situation where you're not able to buy as much as you thought you could buy. Your salary isn't going up at work. And your buying power, your purchasing power is diminishing. It's continuously getting worse. You find yourself not being able to buy as much groceries. You find yourself where even though you make what you thought was a decent salary, it doesn't spend very far at the gas station. And because you save in paper and you don't have a backup plan, you don't have a plan B in place, you don't have any financial insurance, you're just going to be victimized by diminishing purchasing power and limited access. That's going to be your reality. So accept it, embrace it, because it's based on you not being smart enough to make different decisions right now.